what is going on with the Oshinoko fandom, the community, everything? I'm sure you've seen these like these like sports quote memes floating around, like Aqua or Ruby saying, "I got one more in me." Ruby on how many children she has from Aqua, or "I'll be there no matter what." Ruby Hoshino on Aqua's bedroom in chapter 124. Now, obviously, quote via Strawberry. Okay, now, obviously, these are jokes. Okay, these are jokes. These are not real. If you believe, honestly, I felt for one. It wasn't like a sports quote thing, but I felt for a panel. It was like, like this panel right here. I was like, no way, no way, this is real. But then I was like, okay, let me reel it back in. That's not what's happening. Okay, that's not what's happening. I'm sure you've seen a lot of you. I'm sure you've seen the panel of Ruby holding the condom in her mouth. Like, okay, clearly this little cliffhanger that we've had for the past 13 days, and tomorrow we're finally gonna get the chapter. Um, Clearly this meme has blown out of proportion. People that haven't read the manga series are like, oh, so this whole time it's like a weirdo incest thing. Like, okay, listen, okay, listen. This is what I would consider a master class. How can I say this? Like a bait, a bait, something done on purpose to cause hysteria. Okay, this is like propaganda for Oshinoko, and like in a very interesting way, right? Because look, we're talking about it right now. I'm making a video on it. Obviously, I could have waited for the chapter review tomorrow, but I wanted to make a video just kind of going over what this random dude on the internet that has caught up to Oshinoko, personally thinks about how realistic Aqua and Ruby's relationship would be. Is it even possible? Just all of that. I just wanted to say my thoughts. But before I say my thoughts, sorry, this video is super all over the place. But basically, what I'm trying to say is I know the author did this on purpose, okay? The author, the publisher, like whatever, the editors, everyone, the higher ups, the dudes in suits, as well as the mangaka, definitely said, I'm gonna make a chapter and I'm gonna end it like this on break week. I really do think the break week part two was also planned. Why? Again, like I said, we're talking about it, okay? We're talking about it. And again, say like, oh, it's art as long as we talk about it. Like, I'm not saying that it's a hype moment, okay? I'm not saying that we're talking about it in like a ooh, like this is so cool. The story's getting so interesting. I mean, look, man. I'm sure there's a lot of weirdos out there. There's some people out there that are like down for this ship, okay? And I'm not here, I'm not here to shame anybody's on anything, okay? We're all a little weirdo inside, okay? Just if that's what you're thinking, if you're rooting for them, awesome. But we're talking about it, okay? And that's really what's important. And I think that this was all an elaborate ruse to get more readers to read what I would consider to be the final act, the final arc of either the entire manga or this little revenge thing, and then we're gonna move on to something else. I don't know. I don't think anyone knows how long the series is gonna be. Of course, we have Kaguya-sama. That's like Love is War. That's like the okay. That one was around like 200 something. So this one's not close to that. We have like 80 something more chapters to go. 90, 70. Like I'm sure the series isn't over yet, but I do think that we're nearing the end of a big moment, which would be Aqua's big movie with the whatever. So I really do think that more people, okay, I wouldn't be surprised if someone saw these incest memes online 2 weeks ago and said, what the hell? Let me read the manga and is now caught up. It's possible. I caught up in like 3 days. Okay, the series isn't that short. I'm sure this little meme, this incest brought more fans to this series. As crazy as it sounds, this is going to be a historical manga moment. It's going to go down in history as one of the most interesting ways for a publisher, editor, a manga author to market their series with such a bait, such a very funny thing. And look, why am I calling it bait? Because it's not going to happen. Okay, people that are like theorizing and being like, okay, but it's technically possible because if you think about it, like their past lives, like, okay, I'm here to tell you right now, I have every piece of faith in my mind that next chapter they're gonna address this meme and they're gonna move on, and the story is gonna gloss over like nothing, and we're never gonna bring it up again. We're never gonna bring it up again. I really don't think that Ruby is gonna just become this mastermind that's, oh, I wanna get Aqua, I wanna do this. They have to address it, okay? They're not gonna start the next chapter with like just nothing, like ignoring it. But I think it's gonna be addressed as a funny little quip. Maybe Aqua's gonna be like, or Ruby's gonna be like, haha, got you, you know, you thought, but just kidding. Obviously, that's so weird. You're my brother now. Like, I was just wanting to get a reaction out of you. Like, Ruby can be playful, whatever. So, no, I don't think that the next chapter is gonna open up with siblings in this new world dating. Okay, and look, let's take away the siblings for a second. Okay, let's take away the siblings for a second. Aqua as a person, as a human, okay, never showed physical, thankfully, attraction towards Serena, the patient. Okay, yes, Serena might have been attracted to or thought she was attracted to the doctor, which is now Aqua, because it was the only person in her life that actually treated her like a human, that actually cared for her, that actually, stood up for her and all that. I don't think that Serena, the 12-year-old, genuinely had serious feelings, because I don't think a 12-year-old can produce serious feelings. But I really don't think that it was a very serious, like, okay, I actually legitimately, like, have an attraction towards you. It was literally just the first person that showed love to her. Same with the doctor. Okay, the doctor. Oh, the doctor has a lock screen of her, whatever. Like, yes, the doctor 99% sure saw her as like a little daughter, little sister, like someone to protect. Who, like, of course, anyone with a heart would grow attached to a patient that is attached to you, that is, a couple weeks, years, or months off from dying. You know what I mean? Like, yes, it's hard not to. You gotta be a professional. You gotta, these things happen, but unless you're literally cold blooded, like, and you just don't care, that stuff really, really hurts you. So I'm not surprised that the doctor, she meant a lot to him. So, okay. With that being said, I just because so people are acting like Ruby liking Aqua. Let's just say it's facts. It's not, but let's just say it's facts. Let's say Ruby feels legitimate feelings towards her brother. Okay, people are acting like that's it. That people are acting like we're not dealing with two characters here. Okay, yes, sure, fine, you can have it. Ruby is in love with her brother. Okay, sure. That doesn't mean Aqua is automatically in love with her. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think Aqua is gonna be like, oh, okay, cool. Let me take off my shirt and let's get it down. Let's get it going. If you want to say something that could maybe be possible, which again I would hate, it would ruin the character for me, and I would personally just not like it, is if for the rest of the series Ruby's trying to get at her brother and her brother's like, bro, stop. That's the only incest route I could maybe see. But I really don't think it's gonna happen. I really, really don't. Like, the author isn't stupid. Like, okay, yes, he's whether or not you want to call it a stupid decision, he wrote this last panel on purpose, okay? For a reaction, for this conversation we're having right now. But I don't think he's stupid enough to ruin, potentially lose a bunch of fans. I'm sure people are gonna drop the series if this actually goes that route, where Ruby feels legitimate feelings and goes down this plot to get Aqua. And even if she did, I don't think Aqua would ever, ever, ever recuperate his feelings, especially because there's people that he's shown legitimate interest to, like Kana. People like to say, "Oh, Kana is like, whatever." Like, no, Aqua is legitimately attracted to Kana at some point. Maybe he's not right now. Maybe he suppresses it deep down. But he has shown legitimate attraction to her, and he is still reserved and closed off. So how do you expect him to react and just, oh, no, 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 I'm closed off to everybody else. But Ruby, the girl that I've seen as my sister this whole time, nah, never mind. I'm not reserved anymore. Who cares about revenge? Let's get it on. Let's freaking start making out. Like, no, okay. Aqua's a very, very different person. So, whatever you want to say about Ruby, I really think that there's pretty much no evidence to show that Aqua will just be cool with it. And Aqua is like 50, late 40s in his brain, right? He lived a whole entire life, like a young adult life, entering adulthood in his past life, and then now he's 16. So I don't remember how old the doctor was in the past life, but clearly he's mature. right? Like clearly he has a lot more life experiences. He understands how these things work. Honestly, the only person the doctor was probably down to be a little non-ethical with is probably I. Okay, when she was 16 and he was God knows how old. I don't even want to know. But okay, that's it. Okay, I don't think this doctor's like just gonna throw away all his morals, throw away everything, and just do it for Ruby. Like I don't, he never was attracted to the cancer patient ever. Like yes, I think their relationship is gonna get stronger, and I think Aqua's gonna see her as a as you know, especially now, like a sister to protect and to hold dear. And you know, definitely don't want you to be an idol anymore, definitely don't want this. Like I think Aqua could either get like crazy obsessed with her in like a protective way, or like, oh my god, I'm so happy you're here, oh my god, I hope you have the best life. Like who knows, right? Who knows? But at the end of the day, do I think this relationship is gonna happen? No. Do I ship it? Not at all. And I really do think that the truth of their relationship is a bait. I think that this ship that was supposedly set up by the author was just for this exact reason. I've said it like 10 times in this video, but I really do think that it was just to cause conversation and to cause more people to read the next chapter, to read the next couple of chapters, because this little arc is wrapping up. Potentially the whole story is wrapping up. So yeah, what I think at the end of the day, I think this is not going to be a romantic relationship. Although it's seinen, although it's whatever, oh, but it's deeper. Like, who cares? Okay, the only type of stuff that incest actually goes down in is like H. Okay, this is not no H. Say what you will that it's seinen. I don't think adults would be down for this either. So yeah, that's it for now. We'll know in like less than 24 hours. We'll know, and you'll see my chapter review. If I'm wrong, well, what do I do? If I'm wrong, I'll find a random volume in my manga shelf and I'll destroy it if I'm wrong by next chapter. All right. With that being said, everyone, um, thank you for watching this this video, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow for the chapter review.